There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's the patch notes. This is the launch week patch notes, the first week. I'm just gonna read stuff that kind of like pertains to what I play, like multiplayer and stuff. I'm not going through fucking everything because it's ridiculous, okay? Some of the stuff like season leveling, like, all right, this is actually kind of important. So once you complete levels 1 through 55 and reach prestige 1, you'll enter seasonal levels. All right, these levels represent the new prestige progression system, and rather than scaling with progressively higher XP requirements like military ranks, each season level requires the same amount of XP to complete. In the current preseason, the maximum available level is prestige 3 at season level 100. After season 1 begins, players will have up to 1,000 season levels to complete each season, with new prestige levels to earn, as well as prestige master at level 200. The prestige shop will also become available to players who've earned their first prestige key, which I have, but I wasn't able to access this shop, so which will allow players to unlock legacy prestige icons from. Is that it? That's it. That's lame. As a reminder, the system will carry over to Warzone and Modern Warfare with Season 1 for a unified progression journey across all three. This is actually really big. Oh, I'm recording, right? Okay. This is actually like really huge. This is the first time in the history of Call of Duty that they are combining leveling across multiple games. So if you level up in Call of Duty Cold War, you level up in Modern Warfare, and you level up in Warzone. So I could just go and keep destroying like I normally do in Modern Warfare, and it would level me up in Cold War. That's actually kind of crazy, which that leads to my theory that they're going to do a unified like multiplayer. Like the next year's multiplayer is going to be the final multiplayer, I think. I don't think they're going to make anymore. I think it's done after next year. That's just my theory. This hasn't started yet, by the way. This starts this week or next week. So right now it doesn't actually do anything. You have to wait until the season 7 ends for Call of Duty 7 or 6. Okay, that's fine. So all right, multiplayer, here we go. Oh wait, these are not the patch notes I was thinking, are they? Okay, maybe these are just the patch notes. Okay, anyway, so assault rifles, the FFR, increased recoil. I actually this is insane, by the way. I was playing yesterday and it's actually kind of disgusting how bad they ruined the recoil on this gun. It actually is kind of crazy. Slightly reduced max damage by 3.5. This I didn't really feel. Reduced max damage range by 34%. That's actually kind of a big change, I feel. Huh. I didn't really feel the damage reduction. I definitely, you'll see this probably today. This is disgusting. Submachine gun alpha. I think this is the MP5. Yeah, it's the MP5. Reduced base effective damage range by 33%. That's kind of nutty. Added more character to initial recoil by tweaking several bullet trajectories. While this doesn't affect the vertical or horizontal control stats and other changes, makes it more difficult to stay on target by adjusting the trajectories of several bullets in the initial firing experience. Huh. And then okay, they actually did do this already. They fixed this. So yeah, this is actually really good because this gun sucked. This gun was so strong. It wasn't, no other gun was used. So this was a needed change. They did a good job on this one, I think. I still think it could use a little bit more tweaking to be a little bit more like not as good. But what are you gonna do? Tactical rifles, the M16, this piece of crap gun right here, reduced max damage range by 15%, increased sprint to fire time, slightly slowed move speed while firing, slightly increased delay between bursts, rebalanced fire rate bonus on barrel attachments. This gun got slammed, and you know what's fucking terrifying? This gun is still one of the best guns in the game. They need to do this. They need to double these numbers right here. Whatever they did, they need to do it again and stack it, because this gun, the M16, is still too strong. It's just disgusting. Let's see. Tactical rifle Charlie. I think this is the AUG. I'm 90% sure this is the AUG. I wish they would just tell me what it is. It's kind of weird. So they'll tell you what gun it is here, the M16, but then they'll use this here, tactical rifle Charlie. And then they'll go back. Type 63 DMR. So this is definitely the AUG. This is the AUG here. I don't know why they don't just say AUG, but whatever. Reduced max damage range by 20%, increased sprint to fire time, slightly slowed move speed while firing, slightly increased delay between bursts, rebalanced fire rate bonuses on barrel attachments, and slightly reduced effectiveness of laser attachments. This gun's not in the worst spot. It could use like a tiny tweak. I definitely don't think the AUG is like that scary right now. I think it's in a good place. Like honestly, if they didn't touch it, I wouldn't have many complaints for it. Whereas the M16, they need to take that thing and bury it. It's so bad. It's too strong. Type 63, I was actually surprised by both these changes here. So the Type 63, they slightly increased the fire rate. And so this is that single tap one, single fire one. So they slightly increased the fire rate. That's crazy. And they rebalanced fire rate bonuses on barrel attachment. They didn't specify what they did here in the rebalance. I imagine they lessened it a little bit. This gun shoots already insanely fast. It's pretty much like as fast as you can click. So I don't know why they did this. It was like an unnecessary change in my opinion. The DMR, which is pretty much the Type 63 but different. They slightly increased the fire rate on this one as well. I was actually using this one yesterday and it shoots so fast. Like literally you could speed press that shit. It's going. They also rebalanced the fire rate bonus on barrel attachments. They pretty much did the same thing for both these. So, light machine guns, I haven't used any. The M60, so they improved max damage ranges and improved movement speeds. I think that when I did use it, I think this is a good change right here. I hope they increased the movement speed because it could be used. As for this, maybe, I don't know. I don't have much input on the LMGs. I don't like LMGs personally. I don't like LMGs and shotguns. I don't like them. Pistols are okay. Sniper rifles, all of them. They adjusted sprint to fire times to account for early blend/interruption allowed via animation systems. The effective sprint to fire time is notably shorter than what is displayed in the gunsmith. We have plans to address the gunsmith readout in the future update. You think this would update whenever they made changes? Like, you think this would pull from this, like, the system in general? But I guess it does. It's a little weird. Adjusted movement speed impact when firing to intended values to make each shot feel more powerful. I didn't notice this when I was sniping. I still get hit markers. Just a sniper's either going to kill you or it's going to hit mark you, and no one gives a fuck about hit markers with the sniper. So fine-tuned barrel attachments that improve idle sway to provide a unique feel in each gun. No one gives a fuck about idle sway on snipers in this game. You either quick scope or you don't snipe. Easy as that. There's no idle. No one cares about idle sway. That's a joke. Sniper rifle changes. I really don't have any feelings towards this. Adjusted sprint to fire. I want to see. They need to do a change to the last sniper rifle. I think everybody was referring to it as the Brett 50 cal. That gun sucks. The ADS speed on that gun is absolutely horrendous. Someone could probably get about 5 shots off with the Pennington before I get 1 shot off with the Brett. So they need to fix that. Pistols, the Magnum. I haven't used any pistols yet except for the 1911, I think, the basic one. So I don't really have any thoughts on the Magnum. Slightly improved fire rate, improved the max damage range, improved the visibility while firing after the first shot. That's good. They need to do this across a couple of the guns. Like, there's a couple guns that need that. Shotgun. See, like Shotgun Bravo. What the hell's that? Who wrote these patch notes? They're so inconsistent. For shotgun, slightly reduced damage between ranges from 5.8 to meters to 7.8. Wait, slightly reduced damage between the ranges. What does that even mean? Is there like a damage that like in between these two? Oh, okay. I guess that's what it is. Okay, I'm always down for shotgun nerfs, so shotguns are annoying. Mainly the range. All right, let's see. Game modes. Hardcore. Friendly fire system now properly transitions to reflect damage after 3 team kills. I wonder if you get negative damage on that. Search and destroy. Addressed an issue where defusing the bomb could take longer than the intended 7.5 seconds. I don't know how you messed that one up. I feel like that would be like a really easy thing to like set up. All right, let's see. Free for all. Adjusted several starting spawns that allowed players to have a line of sight on another player before the match started. How do you fuck this up? Oh, whatever. CDL hardpoint, which is, I think, the Call of Duty competitive league, addressed an issue where players would spawn outside of the intended play space when playing CDL hardpoint custom. Combined are this right here. Anytime I read these like game changes, I sit here and I'm like, how long have they been making Call of Duty games? And this shit, like, this happens. This happens. I don't understand how you fuck up this system. That seems like a pretty straightforward system. Whatever. Combined arms. Improve the interaction when using stationary turrets and combined arms. Okay, that's fair. Spawns. Adjusted various spawns in multiplayer game modes that could result in the player spawning above the ground. Aren't you supposed to spawn above the ground? Isn't it bad if you spawn in the ground? I don't get this one. This one confuses me a lot. I read this one earlier today and I was confused as well. So I'm still confused about this one. You're supposed to spawn above the ground, right? Huh. Alright, well, I guess I don't know. Custom games. Added score streak cost overrides the custom games. Wait. Okay, this is for... Okay, I don't care about customs. Alright, score streaks. Alright, combat bow. Reduced ammo from... This is a long one, by the way. All these patch notes. Reduced ammo from 5 to 4. Care package. They just did a bunch of... I'm not going to go through all these because I really don't care about these. I still think some of these are really fucked up. They just had changed a lot of the cost around. I'll put the patch notes inside the description of this video. This is going to be a YouTube video, by the way, guys. I don't know. I still think some of this stuff's a little bit too expensive and some of it's just too cheap. Like, actually, I don't think anything's too cheap. I think it's all a little bit too expensive. I think you need to gain more points when you're on objectives. So yeah, they increased it. They did buff the attack helicopter. Increased damage from 50 to 75 per bullet. This needs to be increased, or they need to figure out, like, whoever's driving that attack helicopter needs to, like, have their vision checked, because they never seem to be able to kill anyone. I hate this score streak. It's completely useless. Let's see. Reduce the amount of time the helicopter will stay in one place before relocating. I don't think this is going to solve the problem that this score streak has. Vtol Escort reduced cost from 8,500 to 8,000. So this is actually the best score streak in the game, I think. It cost a ton. I've only gotten one of these almost once. Now that I thought this was actually lower than the attack chopper, so I was actually a little surprised. This thing's insane. This is really good. I do think they should drop it down to 7,500 though, in my opinion. I think that would be a better cost. Chopper gunner, they reduced the movement on the gun, which I've never used it, so I don't know. Garrison addressed an issue where a player in the crawl space would collide with players above him. It's funny, Lordy actually bitched about this and they fixed it real quick. So props to Lordy. I think he got this one fixed. Equipment, tomahawks can now be thrown immediately at round start. Nice. Eliminations, extended time after damaging an enemy that will count towards an elimination if that enemy is killed. So they basically threw my test out the door. Eliminations are busted again. Just kidding. But yes. Finishing moves, which honestly I don't even know if half the community even knows they're in this game. Improved the ability to trigger a finishing move on misaligned surfaces. Addressed an issue where players would end up in an unintended pose if they were downed while being eliminated by a finishing move. I think that's for a firebomb mode. There's some zombie stuff. We don't play zombies, so we're gonna skip that. Global settings, aim response curve type options added to settings. I have no idea what the fuck that even is. Some more crash issues. There's okay, I think this was supposed to be like out here, but they fucked up. Reticles addressed an issue where reticles could appear upside down. What? I've never had that happen. That's crazy. All right, multiplayer. This is, yeah, spawns. Adjusted hardpoint spawn logic to reduce average travel time to active hardpoints. I hope it's fixed. I don't know when was this? November 23rd. This was today. So hopefully spawn points are a lot better on hardpoint. Adjusted enemy waiting for spawns in Crossroads Strike and Armada Strike. So hopefully we won't get spawn swapped as much on Armada Strike. I didn't have a problem with the spawns that much on Crossroads. I thought the spawns were actually pretty good. But we'll see. I feel like they ruined it. I don't know yet, but I feel like we're gonna have a shit time in that. Armada Strike definitely needed to be fixed. That was too hard. That was too easy to swap the spawns. It happened too much. Addressed an issue that would prevent Flat Jacket from properly protecting the player from explosive damage in hardcore modes. Again, how long have we been making Call of Duty games with Flat Jacket installed? All right, so these are all the week 1 patch notes, all the way up to November 23rd. That's everything of importance to me anyway for multiplayer. I'm going to be doing these each time new patch notes come out. I'm going to be covering all of these and stuff like that, going through them just like I did for Black Ops 4. Modern Warfare didn't really have patch notes, so we didn't really have to do it. So if you missed it or anything like that, feel free, go watch the YouTube video. It'll be up probably tomorrow morning. All right, let's go play some Call of Duty now. Let's go. Let me turn off this.